That's my name.
Let me tell you what styling is. The perfect session. A-frame wave, ground swell, spitting out salt water in your face, doing a 360 without a bounce. I call it the consciousness razor.
Mitchell's life was a California dream. Until he woke up in Cincinnati.
What do you think? It's wild, right?
We're just so excited about having you here. Slow down a little bit, Wiley. Hands on 10 and 2.
His cousin wants him to meet his friends.
You.
Where do I know you from?
You used to flush my head in the urinals.
They're an interesting bunch.
I could be Elvis. It's possible.
I really like to sleep, and I like Nintendo.
They all want Mitchell to feel right at home. And if it wasn't for Nikki,
How are you?
You must be getting pretty homesick, huh?
Not right now.
he'd have no reason to stay.
Man, I'm gonna throw up.
For the next 6 months, his days of sun, sand, and surf have been put on ice.
See you in school.
In a city where no one understands him,
I need traffic, smog, heat waves.
who would have thought he'd become a hero by doing what he does best?
Been challenged by the preps to a little skating race. We thought maybe you don't want to skate on our team.
No. He has one chance to prove himself. One final race to win. And he's the one who has what it takes to put them over the top. Airborne.
I think I'm starting to like Cincinnati.
Hey, what's up? This is Sharks Across Hollywood, and my brain just broke again. I can never get an intro right without fucking, like, my brain freezing because
You're allowed to do a take two. We've gone over this. You can. You just refuse to.
Yeah, but that's hard, and then it'll just stress me out. And then, have you ever seen me? You haven't seen me record music either. Like
That's true.
I'm
I
like,
have not.
I got this song down. It's fucking awesome. He's like, all right, cool. Hit record. And I'm like, wait,
Just fingers lock.
what song are we playing? What's the first chord? I forgot the entire song.
Is it a performance anxiety thing? Is that what it is?
Oh, it's a general anxiety thing.
Just general. Okay.
Yeah, no. Every time there's an expectation, I lock up. I don't like expectations. They hurt my brain. So we wanted to have some fun because the world is on fire. And back in 1993, it wasn't quite as on fire, or at least it probably was, but we just didn't realize it because we were young and happy.
Well, the sparks were flying, but we hadn't. Yeah, it hadn't gone nationwide and worldwide yet, so we weren't aware of it.
We're going to talk about a nice nostalgic piece of entertainment, but it's also really fucking extreme, by the way.
So extreme. So extreme.
We're going to talk about Airborne. We've talked about it for years and going like, we should do Airborne. We should do Airborne.
I swear to God, I have a memory of us doing this.
No, we did Brink because we had this conversation the last time you were over here, and I'm like, hey, dude, we should do Airborne. And then you're like, yeah, that's the one where this happens. And I'm like, no, that's Brink.
You're absolutely right. The whole time I'm watching this, I'm like, wait, I thought there was a competition with a rival skate crew.
This predates Brink by 6 years.
It
5 years.
predates Brink for us by several years as well because we watched it together at
Stinkerfest.
Stinkerfest.
Which, fucking excuse me, Stinker it is not, and don't you fucking dare. Fucking.
Well, I mean,
no,
it's not a good movie.
Oh, I knew you were going to do that too, and I'm like, no, it's a good movie.
No,
and
look,
then you're
look,
going to be like, no,
it's-
it's not a good movie. It's a fun movie. No, it's a good movie.
Agree to disagree. I do think this is fun. I do think it's a very fun movie.
See, you obviously don't watch these kinds of movies that often because this is fucking Oscar worthy compared to some of these fucking movies.
Yeah, that doesn't mean it's good. Just because it's good for its subclass doesn't mean it's good.
Yeah, it does. Good for what it is still good.
Because you know what's actually good? The Mighty Ducks is actually good. This is a tier down from the Mighty Ducks. And the Mighty Ducks is not great, by the way, because if I dissect that on a great movie level,
Don't do that.
there's a lot of stupid shit in that movie. but The Mighty Ducks is good. The Mighty Ducks is a solid 3.5 out of 5 stars. Like it's a good, solidly good movie. This is a 3 out of 5.
See, that movie works on an emotional level because
So does this.
It's an emotionally manipulative fucking crazy movie, just like Rocky, just like Rat. All those fucking movies do that.
Yes.
And it works on me.
Yeah.
Because
So does this. I absolutely keyed in on the emotionality.
This one
of what was
isn't.
going
This one
on.
doesn't do that to me. It is emotional because I wanted to be Mitchell.
It's a little more zen than some of those movies are.
Zen-like.
Because he is a character who has less of an arc. It's more of the characters around him have an arc based upon him.
He does
has
have
a very slight arc, but it is, and honestly, if he'd had less of an arc or more of an arc, it would be a better movie. But he doesn't. He has a slight arc, and that's the problem. From a craft standpoint, that's all. I enjoy the shit out of this movie.
I will fist your butthole.
Don't make promises you're not interested in keeping.
This movie rules, and it came out in 1993, the most extreme of the 1990 years.
I didn't remember that the angry Bush girl from Waiting was in this.
Oh, dude, we will talk about her. I fucking love her to death.
No, she's fantastic.
And she's still great.
Yeah, she's great in everything. Like, and she's got like she's all over the place in terms of range. Like she's,
oh my God,
she could do like a really serious, really dark, really funny, really silly.
Yeah,
she's all over.
She's in Euphoria, but also Ted.
I think the thing I've seen her in most recently is the Frank's Pretty Woman episode of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, where she plays a literal crack whore.
Oh, I saw clips of that because somebody actually made a video about the range of Alana Ubach.
Yeah, and she's incredible in that. She is fucking hilarious, and it is so dark.
Alana Ubach has been in my life for a very, very, very long time.
I think she's been all of our lives
since
for a
before
long
I saw
time.
this movie. There were 2 Science Guy shows back in the day. So there was Bill Nye the Science Guy, right?
Oh, that's right. She was on Beekman's World. That
Yes.
was it. Beekman's World. I knew her from something.
Bill Nye, at the time, I'm like, that guy can go fuck himself. This isn't fun. This is serious. Why are we just doing experiments? Why is there no talking
Beekman's
rat?
World was where it was at, man.
Why is there no talking rat? Why is this asshole not playing weird characters? And then cut to Beekman's World, and there's Alana Ubach playing Josie, and then there's whoever the fuck plays Beekman. I can't remember his name.
I do not remember his name either, but I remember him.
And that's the first time I ever saw an eggplant.
Really?
Yeah, because he's doing like an Isaac Newton thing with gravity, and he was pretending to be Isaac Newton. He's like, eggplant, please, and I'm like, I still say that for some reason. Every time I see an eggplant.
That doesn't surprise me one iota. I'm not shocked by that. That sounds absolutely dead on.
I say that all the time.
You.
But it's like usually in my head though.
Goddamn, that was like her 5th credit was Beekman's World, and she was in like almost every episode of that.
He had a few assistants over the years, but yeah, she was the one that I remember the most. And then this movie, and I'm like, she doesn't really look like herself in this movie. She looks a lot different.
God, and then she was in Sister Act 2, which was the first place I ever saw Jennifer Love Hewitt as well.
Yeah, and I have not seen her in a bunch of stuff that I like recognize, where I just don't remember seeing her. But then I watched Waiting, and I'm like, there is no fucking way that is the same person. Why is she yelling? Why is she swearing so much? I'm very confused. Did she just show me her bush and it has crumbs in it?
I feel bad that that's how I refer to her, is the angry bush girl from Waiting, but it's such a great iconic scene.
Have you seen the second one? Still Waiting?
I have not. I haven't.
She is in that also.
Yeah, I need to watch it. I have it. I haven't watched it yet. As I said, that's going to go on my gravestone.
It is fucking horrible, but it's funny as shit just with how offensive and weird it is.
Yeah, that's on brand for the era.
The dude who wrote it, he wrote and directed the first one, and he wrote and like produced and has a part in the second one.
Uh-huh.
He's like, I didn't have any inspiration, but inspiration came to me in the form of a 6-figure check. And I'm like, you know what? At least you're honest, I guess. And
There's worse types of inspiration, I suppose.
It's like way more disjointed than the first one, but some of the jokes are funnier. Adam Carolla's in it. Yeah, Adam Carolla. He is disgusting in the movie, and I'm like, I watched it fairly recently. I'm like, what the fuck? I would never let my children watch this. This is really disgusting. If anybody talked to either of my daughters that way, I would rip their fucking balls off. Like, what the fuck? Oh my God. Anyways,
That actually sounds like a perfect role for Adam Carolla, actually.
it worked. Let's move on. All right, Rob Bowman is the director. Do you want to know what else he directed?
Please, hit me.
Couple good ones, couple not as good ones.
That actually tracks for this movie.
So lots of TV, of course, because they all direct TV. Everybody who gets a job directing a movie like this
Of course.
probably started in TV. Eventually, though, he went on to direct an awesome movie, and then right after that, a super shitty movie. So the awesome movie, Reign of Fire.
Oh, okay.
The
All
super
right.
shitty movie, right afterwards, Elektra. One episode of The Adventures of Briscoe County Jr.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
But that's the director. Yeah, I don't know. Reign of Fire is a fucking cool movie.
It's got structural issues, like I said, but it is very fun.
Actually, this movie also has like a weird pacing thing that has always bothered me, but we'll get to it when we get to it.
The only thing that really bothered me about this was, like I said, where he has like a little bit of an arc, and I feel like he either should not have had an arc or should have had much more of an arc. Because really, this could have been like a Paddington situation where, the character is so centered and so comfortable with himself, and that was almost how he was playing it for 90% of the movie, where he's the type of character who the other characters adapt around and come to accept as himself, whereas he is comfortable with himself the whole time.
He's a fickle 16-year-old, but he had to meet certain people to learn a lesson. It's the early 90s. You always have to learn a lesson.
Yeah, but there's ways to... Okay, I don't want to harp on this because it is a fun movie and I did enjoy it.
We'll get there. We'll get there. There'll be lots of time to complain. Don't you worry. So, Airborne, Act 1. We're not in LA anymore.
God, we haven't even hit Act 1 yet.
No. LA. So we're gonna try this in act breaks. I don't know if this is gonna fucking work. I just see a lot of podcasts do it, but theirs is a lot more professional. They like go. They like cut to a different kind of sound profile and they're like actually narrating, and then it cuts back to the group fucking doing it. But we're gonna do it this way. I'm just gonna read what I wrote.
Okay.
So Act 1. We're not in LA anymore because I couldn't think of a more clever title. Don't worry, it gets funnier down there. So Mitchell Goosen is on an extremely cool surfer dude from LA. When his zoologist parents get work in Australia, like any kid in his position, he says, "Fuck yeah, let's go." His parents tell him to fuck off because you're moving with your auntie and uncle in Cincinnati. Yeah, this is just a reference machine. Because you can't be out of school for 6 months. Mitchell runs...
Because Australia doesn't have schools.
That's what Rachel said. And I'm like...
That's what my roommate said, too.
You're right. So Mitchell runs afoul of Jack and his meathead bully pals when his girlfriend shows just a little bit too much interest in the exotic new hot guy from the far-off land of Los Angeles. Because L.A. was just a fucking mythical town.
It was. I mean, in the 90s especially, you heard someone was from LA, and that was Magic Land. That was where the movies get made.
And actually, there's a character in here who is in another movie making fun of another guy from Los Angeles, and we'll talk about him when we get to the speech class scene, because that's a very important scene. I do have to point out, though, that his dogs are named Strummer and Slash. He walks in and says, "Oh, that's you who died," right? When he's talking to his parents, and he's like, "Oh, that's the same look you had on your faces when you were putting Strummer to sleep." He's like, no, not the Slash dog. So Joe Strummer, the Clash, yes. Slash. So let's just get to Ohio, because that's where the fun begins. That's
okay.
The movie.
Let's do it.
We meet the Ohio family. These are all actors you know.
Oh yeah,
it's Edie McClurg, Patrick Thomas O'Brien, and I'm like, I know him from this.
Yeah, what do I know him from?
Saved by the Bell. I guarantee it.
I know what I know her from, because she's a fucking legend.
Yeah.
She's in every John Hughes movie. She's the lady in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
You know where I know her from?
Who tells Steve Martin he's fucked.
The very, very popular Jeff Anderson directed Now You Know.
Yeah, that tracks for you, Andrew. That absolutely
I knew her before that from this movie, but But no, she's one of those people that you could just be like, oh, she's in The Thing. Oh, I know her. She's in The Thing. She's in all the things.
You 100% know her.
And one of them, there's two like super famous people in this fucking movie. Seth Green, who plays Cousin Wiley.
Well, now if we're talking people who became super famous or people who already were famous, she is definitely the most well known.
But we have two future movie stars.
Yes, we have two
future creatives. The big deals in Hollywood.
Very big deals.
Seth Green, less a movie star and more like a creative.
Seth Green was a major role in the Austin Powers franchise,
Yeah.
which is one of the highest grossing comedy franchises of all time.
But he's still kind of a character actor, never really the lead in most things.
I agree.
The other guy, on the other hand, which we'll get to, which you already brought up, it's Jack Black, but
A little fella you may have heard of before.
yeah, it's just like who's fucking Jack Black?
What was it? What was it? Fucking Billie Eilish or that the gal with the Sabrina Carpenter or someone was like, oh no, it was Elle Fanning.
Yeah,
That's
Elle
right.
Fanning.
Elle Fanning said he was
She
the
would leave-
sexiest man.
She will leave her boyfriend if he shows any interest.
He was the sexiest man alive.
I'm like, damn, Elle, you're a little young. Just calm down. I watched Predator Badlands. It was pretty good.
How was it? Yeah, I want to see it.
It is the. I don't want to say that because it's good in that way. It is a PG-13 Predator movie.
All right, I'm not stoked about that at all.
But it doesn't have to be like. I realized as I'm watching it because I was a little concerned. I'm like, PG-13 Predator movie. Fuck.
Yeah.
It's not that kind of Predator movie. Like, and I realized as I'm watching it, I'm like, holy shit, that makes complete fucking sense. These guys are intergalactic fucking hunters, right? They obviously should have their own culture on their own planet somewhere.
Yeah.
And they do. And there's like family drama between the predators, and then he has to, he's going off to prove his worth, but you don't have to do that by fighting Arnold Schwarzenegger every time. There's a whole big universe out there.
Yeah.
They do get away with like loss of bodily dismemberment by making everybody robots, like Ninja Turtles.
Okay, all right, that's fair.
So yeah, this is a kid can get their first taste of a Predator movie.
Well, as long as it's exciting and it doesn't.
Oh, the action's really good. And the
and
characters are fun.
Like, is it engaging? Is it exciting? And are the characters compelling? They don't have to be believable. They just have to be compelling.
Yes.
That's what matters.
I enjoyed it a lot. I think
like,
it was pretty good.
Like, that was the problem with Alien versus Predator Requiem. I felt like it was actually pretty competently done, but none of the characters were compelling. Same thing with The Predator, right?
Sure. I saw Alien AVP Requiem, but I don't remember it at all.
Yeah, because it was uncompelling. That's why. And same thing. Well, The Predator wasn't really well done. I actually couldn't believe Shane Black wrote that because he is a fantastic writer ordinarily.
Probably some studio involvement, and he had a better script, and they're like, "Nah, we can't do that."
I don't know, but it was just an absolute mess, and I really didn't care for the characters. And yeah, it just felt like a TV movie. It felt like a movie that was made by such a lesser talent than Shane Black, who has written some of the best scripts I've ever seen put to celluloid. He wrote The Nice Guys, and he wrote Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, and he wrote the fucking original Predator. Like, he's written some amazing shit.
Monster Squad.
Monster Squad, yes. Shane Black has a fantastic career of writing stories behind him, and this was just slop.
Not this. Keep in mind, Shane Black did not write.
Excuse me.
Did
The
not
Predator.
write Airborne.
The Predator was just slop. So okay, why did we go on a Predator rant again? Because Jack Black and Elle Fanning, and then the Predator. Okay.
Predator Badlands. Watch it. It was.
I'll
good.
check it out. I feel like they're never going to top Prey at this point.
No,
Prey
it's nothing like Prey. Nothing like it at all.
Like they hit the peak, and it's like, and now they're still making them.
No, it's definitely it's a more family friendly affair, but still really good. It's fun. Like
that's the important.
That's the part.
That's the big thing. Is like, are you going to have fun?
I kept thinking about Turbo Kid the whole time. Because of the robot girl.
Oh yeah,
it was fun. So Mitchell gets off the plane. Obviously, we've met the family. We talked about it for a second, but he brings his fucking surfboard. He has a surfboard. He brings it to Cincinnati. There's water. We'll see it later because he has a reflective Dawson's Creek moment.
It's the dumbest fucking him bringing that surfboard.
I never leave home without it. It's like my American Express card. Without it, I'm naked.
I don't think that was American Express. I don't think that was American Express's slogan at that point.
Wiley looks like Doug Funny's sister. Do you get that reference?
No. But Wiley does have a very specific look. Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. You know what? You're absolutely right. He almost
has that outfit too.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And then they're driving home, and Edie McClurg is like, "Ooh, look, there's the big hole where the sausage factory used to be." They're the most Midwest fucking people on the planet.
Oh my God.
Oh my
yeah.
God.
Wow.
So obviously he has to go to school. That's the whole reason we're fucking here. The very first person he runs into is a guy named Snake. Not Michael Pena, by the way.
That's not Michael Pena?
Okay, I'm so fucking glad. I am so fucking glad you said that.
I thought for sure that was Michael Pena.
Okay, have you seen You haven't seen Friday.
I have seen Friday.
Have you seen Next Friday?
I have not seen Next Friday yet.
I labored under the delusion for years that was Michael Pena, that this was Michael Pena, that there's some other stuff where...
No, I thought because this is the kid from Get Shorty, and I thought the kid from Get Shorty was Michael Pena.
No,
He played fucking
that is so
Yayo
funny.
in Get Shorty.
His name is Jacob Vargas.
Oh my God.
And he plays Joker in Next Friday. And when you watch that movie, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about.
Okay.
And
All
I
right.
thought it was Michael Pena my entire life until recently.
Wow.
actually.
Okay. I feel really racist right now. I'm.
They look and sound exactly the same.
I thought for sure that was Michael Pena.
It is so...
I think I even said out loud, "Oh, Michael Pena's in this." I didn't know that.
Yeah, no. But he plays a character named Snake. And Wiley immediately is like, dude, you need to watch what you're fucking doing because that guy's voted most likely to eat his young. I'm like, goddamn. And then he turns out to be kind of a cool dude. Like, later
Well, he
on.
does carry around a knife with him, a butterfly knife everywhere he goes, and he threatens people in school. Like he's definitely a wild
Well,
card.
he only threatened Mitchell after he fucked up. He talked about carving his initials in the guys in the foreheads of guys he doesn't like. But,
yeah,
but he never threatened anybody like specifically on screen.
he did say to the entire speech class that he has a collection of knives.
Okay, let's talk about speech class.
All right,
Okay, so I'm a child watching this. I can't remember. I didn't watch. I might have watched.
that's
it
right.
in
How old
93.
are you? 93.
So 93, I was 6 years old.
Okay.
I don't know when I actually watched it. I watched it on TV. I think it might have been on the Disney Channel, but I don't remember.
Okay, so it was probably at least a year after. So it was probably 94.
Yeah,
when you
94,
watched it.
95, somewhere. And then I ended up renting it a bunch.
Uh-huh.
I had no idea what the fuck speech class was. This scene confused the shit out of me. And the dead giveaway is it says speech right on the fucking board. But I wasn't paying attention to that. I'm just laughing at everybody like being goofy. And I'm like, what is this? As a kid, I'm like, what is this fucking teacher doing?
What
Why
class do they get to just get up in front of the class?
Why are all these kids getting up, interrupting each other, and just yelling and saying whatever the fuck they want? I was so confused. And it actually wasn't until like I watched it like recently that I'm like, it's a fucking speech class. He says it. The teacher says it. It's a fucking speech class. And even Snake says it. He's
they do address it. Yes.
Yeah, they say it several times.
Yeah. He's like, I don't like speech class.
I don't like speech. I never
yeah,
even
that's
signed
right.
up for
I
it.
don't like speech.
Yeah, we meet.
Like he objects to the act of speaking.
Yeah, but right when Mitchell walks in, man, like Jack already hates him because Jack's girlfriend is super...
Oh my God, this dude is pushing so hard on the he is. This is so far beyond Johnny, right?
Yes.
This is
Yes.
so far beyond Johnny. This is fucking. He is Patrick Kilpatricking.
Well, it's
this
actually
role.
it's funny that you bring up Johnny. Jack is played by an actor named Chris Conrad.
Yeah. Who
But-
has gone on to do other things.
Yeah.
I know I've seen him. He's been probably in L.A. Law or possibly a JAG or something like that.
Johnny Cage in Mortal Kombat.
Which one?
What's the shitty one? What's it called?
Annihilation.
Yeah.
He
And
played Johnny Cage.
and he
in-
dies in the first like 2 minutes of the movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
But you brought up Johnny. He is the love interest of Hilary Swank in the next Karate Kid.
Wow. I have buried the next Karate Kid in my memory.
So he has got a fair amount of range as well. Like it's
Oh, no,
actually
he's not a
kinda-
bad actor. He's just really pushing the rage thing in this. Like I know I've seen him in other things and he's perfectly fine. Like
Hey
he's-
man, his smoking hot girlfriend wants to fuck the guy from LA, and everybody in the Midwest hates people from LA.
That's true. They do.
She like pushes her book off her desk, and Mitchell sees it, and he's like, "I know what you're doing." He's been here before. He's a good-looking dude. This motherfucker still looks like that.
He's
And
styling.
that motherfucker. We'll talk about it in a minute. But he's all smooth, and he's like, "Allow me," and she's like, "Ooh, a real live gentleman." Who would have thought? She's looking right at Jack.
That was pointed. That was very pointed. Like she is trying to start some shit.
She just wants these two hot guys to fight over her, I think.
I think you might be right about that.
And I'm like, Jack, you don't want that. You don't want that in your life. Get rid of her. She's fucking crazy. But then Jack has a nice little fantasy about very violently murdering Mitchell, throwing him out the window.
It's so over the top.
The two girls, though, they have fantasies of... Oh, the three girls. There's a bunch of girls. And they all have fantasies of him with the wind blowing and he's in his swim trunks and his sunglasses, you know?
It's so silly.
The rest of the fucking speech class, they're just getting up and, like, they're all introducing themselves. And Jack Black gets up and this is the first time, I think a lot of people... This is his first movie, I think. And a lot of...
He's bringing that exact Jack Black energy.
Yeah.
He's in villain mode right now.
Yeah,
but,
he's been Jack Black the entire time.
Yeah, Jack Black was Jack Black at day one.
He gets up and he's
Watch
like...
that fucking Pitfall commercial. He's
Exactly,
Jack Black
yeah.
in that, too.
He gets up and he's like, I'm Augie, or like he gives his full name, Augustus, whatever. Everybody just calls me
His
Augie,
name's like
though.
Jose or something like
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
too.
And like I really like to sleep. I really like Nintendo. I like to sleep, Nintendo. And then he does his weird Jack Black fucking face acting weird shoulder shrug and then he walks away.
It's such a Jack Black moment. Like, I feel like this guy came out of the womb fully formed. Like, he was Jack Black day one.
Yeah, and I saw an interview with the guy who played Mitchell, Shane McDermott, and he's like, they asked him like, did you see like Jack Black becoming? And they're like, yeah, he was like a really fun guy to be around. Once he got used to everybody, like I think he's kind of shy, which is funny when you think about Jack Black, especially back then.
Oh yeah,
but he was a good musician back then too, and he and it's just funny you see all these guys in these earlier roles, and you're just like, fuck, they had to start somewhere at some point.
Yeah.
And now Jack Black is fucking super huge movie star Jack Black.
It is just crazy that he always had that energy to him. Like
Always.
it's right there. You can absolutely see it.
But he doesn't have to do that. He is such a great actor just acting on his own without any of that weird shit, because you see it in a lot of movies.
Yeah.
Like The Holiday.
Yeah.
He's fucking great in The Holiday. But he's really good at doing the weird Jack Blacky thing.
Yep.
So it's like he could just kind of do whatever he wants. The speech that Mitchell gives, good God, I wanted to be this man so bad. I always dreamt of going into school and having one of those introduce yourself things and doing this exact speech. Never did it, because I'm not a fucking idiot.
Well, let's be honest. You would have stammered through it. This speech relies entirely upon how mellow and at ease with himself
And how fucking styling he is.
He is
Yeah.
styling, yeah.
That hair. God damn him. Fuck that guy. And everybody is making fun of him now because you want that L.A. laid back horse poo. That was Jack Black.
PG Jack Black.
Yes. There's an actress, or there's a character named Molly Ryan who's going to be the next president of the United States or whatever the fuck, and she's in Us. She plays the therapist from the beginning of the movie.
No shit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then, my next note is Snake is not Michael Pena.
Can't believe we both had that thought. I've seen this guy in at least half a dozen movies too,
Yeah,
for sure.
I know.
I can go down the line. I'm so frustrated with myself that I've always thought he was Michael Pena.
Years of my life. Oh yeah. So Jimbo, this is where the connection to the other movie where the guy makes fun of the person from L.A. You know who Jimbo is?
No.
He's fucking Ernie / Ice from Hocus Pocus.
No shit.
Yeah, and he just really doesn't like dudes from Los Angeles, I guess.
Okay.
They're very health conscious in Los Angeles.
Wait, now which one? Is Jimbo the guy with like the brace over his nose?
No, Jimbo's the one. I'm gonna be a sports announcer.
Oh, right. Okay.
That guy is Rosenblatt, and there's a theory that he was probably the hockey team's first goalie, but he got his face broken.
Yeah, I mean,
Because he's definitely hanging out with him later.
Yeah, he's clearly got a sports related injury. There's no question about that.
More than likely
so
a hockey puck to the
Jimbo
face.
is the sports announcer guy. Okay, all right, I got. And he was Ice in Hocus Pocus.
My name's not Ernie no more. It's Ice.
Ice.
I love that movie too. That's oh god. Also, the early 90s were the years of too many goddamn shirts. Everybody is layered
Oh yeah,
with
No,
4 shirts.
it was a layered era for sure.
Oh my god. I
I actually kind of missed that.
I never did that.
You may have seen me layering up a couple of times more recently. I enjoy it, and I've been getting some undershirts so I can do the undershirts and the t-shirt and then the hoodie on top.
And it's something that is even referenced on Pod Meets World. They were talking about it because Ryder,
Oh,
the
yeah.
guy who played Sean,
Absolutely.
he watched it with his kid, and he had a segment for like a few episodes called "Too Much Shirts" because that's what his kid said. He's like, "What do you think about it?" And the kid's like, "You wear too much shirts."
That was the era.
The era of too much goddamn shirts.
Yeah. We were all layered up. It was because fucking Kurt Cobain did it.
Oh my God.
All those Seattle guys, you got to layer up in Seattle.
I mean, I'm from Montana. You got to layer up there too, but I didn't still. I just wore a jacket like a fucking adult.
No, we layered up.
Child.
We layered up on the West Coast, up at the PNW. We layered up.
Oh, let's not forget about Wiley's little speech.
Wiley is sort of a perfect precursor to Kenny from Can't Hardly Wait.
Oh yeah,
Because they're both the exact same type of social outcast, but they're convinced like they're wearing this confidence that they should be part of the in-group, but they are so clearly not part of the in-group.
yeah. So Wiley's dad is a Zamboni machine, and he makes that like a big part of his personality here. He's like, I'm a hockey man. I live to play hockey. I play hockey to live. Never been on the ice in his life. I guarantee it. And he's like, my dad drives a Zamboni. He gave me a puck. And all these guys are like, and? You know what other movie came out this year? Surf Ninjas. Speaking of extreme shit.
Oh my God.
Because
I still haven't watched Surf Ninjas yet.
the first time I ever heard the word bruh,
Was in
or
Surf
bra,
Ninjas.
I guess, is because we didn't say it like that. We said bra back in the day. Yeah, was in Surf Ninjas. But then he says it here because he's trying, Mitchell's trying to leave. And then Jack kind of blocks him and he's like, "Nah." And then he's like, dude, chill, just let it go, brah. And then Jack Black is like, did he just call you? Well, I guess that happens a little later, but he's like, did he just call you a piece of underwear?
No, isn't that on the way out?
It's like in a couple seconds. It's not like out on the way out the door. But that's when they ask Wiley if he's gonna. No, they tell Wiley that he's gonna play hockey with them.
Oh, it was that? I thought it was before that.
Either way, it's in that scene. Well,
Anyway,
yeah.
yeah.
And then he's like, then he says it again, and he's like, chill, brah. And then Jack Black's like, he did it again. I'm gonna kill him. Perfect Jack Black energy. So Wiley's gonna play hockey. This scene is fucking brutal.
Wiley is
actually.
not ready for this.
It's a game against the prep, so I imagine it's prep school versus public school.
Probably, yeah.
And they recruit Wiley to play hockey because he has a big mouth and he's full of shit, basically, telling everybody that he can play hockey. So we get to the hockey game, and Wiley is just out of his element. He's like, oh my God. And then Mitchell's like, hey man, you're a fucking hockey man. And he looks at him and goes, hockey Nintendo. Meanwhile, Jack's girlfriend is there fucking making eyes at Mitchell, and it pisses Jack off. And
I love that Mitchell is like, when he's talking to the other girl, he's like, she's gonna get me killed.
Yeah.
She's trying to get me killed.
He meets Nikki, and she's like, "You're fucking popular." He's like, "Yeah, that chick's gonna get me killed. That girl is that guy's girlfriend. This is gonna be mean, but I'm going there. I don't give a fuck." Nikki is dressed like Elmer Fudd. Actually, I actually wrote this down because I'm really mean. Her husband, who is dead now, sorry, could have played Elmer Fudd in a live action movie.
I don't know who her husband is.
You're gonna laugh when I tell you.
I'm curious.
We have another Austin Powers connection here. Vern Troyer was her husband.
No shit. Wow.
Yeah, he did well.
Yeah, he's swinging up.
Doesn't he look like the live action version of the cartoon Elmer Fudd though?
Vern fucking Troyer, man.
So she's played by Brittany Powell, who shows up in Boy Meets World. She plays this lady with a kid.
That does not surprise me at all that she was in Boy Meets World.
It's a serious episode where Eric meets her and they start going out and they develop a really serious relationship, but she has a kid, and then it complicates shit, obviously.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The fucking Gandhi shit. Okay? So I think I learned about Gandhi from this movie, because for a while I'm like, yeah, make waves, not war, bro.
I learned about Gandhi from UHF.
I think I was a little too young for UHF at the time.
All I knew was that Gandhi was a one-man wrecking crew who really liked to party.
That's probably more accurate than what we actually got. Yeah, Gandhi had some really good insights that were bullshit, because Gandhi was a terrible fucking person. But nobody really knew that back in the early 90s, so like it's forgiven a little. But Mitchell tells Nikki about a guy that he once knew who was a real badass, a major head case, because he's talking about Jack, and like, that guy doesn't actually want to fight. The more they yell and want to fight, the more harmless they are. And she's like, how do you know? He's like, because I knew this guy who was just like that. He was out on the waves surfing, and this guy got in his way, and he won.
Kid on a boogie board.
Kid on a boogie board. That's right. So he surfs on over to him, and basically tells him to get off the wave, and then shit goes down. The skags on the board slice right into the kid's head. He lived, and he's fine. But it's like, what happened to the surfer? He's living in Cincinnati. I'm like, you're 16. When the fuck did this happen?
He was a psychopath at 15 years old. You got to remember, For kids that age, 6 months is a long time.
That is accurate. That is true. Maybe that's why that the parents don't want him to go to Australia because they're embarrassed of him.
He was such a violent
dude.
They still think of him as a violent psychopath.
He has a felony assault charge and he can't fucking go overseas.
Oh, that's
he
probably
can't leave the country.
That's probably it. That's the real reason they didn't want to go into it. But he's already they won't let him in.
They
tried to get him a visa. They couldn't do it.
He just got out of juvie where he was rehabilitated and he's a nice guy now.
Yep.
And that scene at the beginning where he's surfing with his friend where they're skating down to the beach with no surfboards and then they come home with surfboards.
I actually did think about that. I was like, so what? In California, you just get to the beach and they hand you a fucking surfboard?
And it's free. You just get to keep it.
I was under the impression that they were a little harder to come by than that.
Wiley's not doing well. Wiley gets the shit knocked out of him.
Oh, immediately.
And then they're like, well, shit, now we're a man down again. And Jack's like, fuck it, we'll play with just the 5 guys, whatever. And then he's like, wait, Snake even. He's like, I think Maharashi, they keep calling him, deserves a shot.
No, don't they?
I think he called him Hollywood, but Jack keeps on calling him Maharashi. So Mitchell gets out there. Mitchell can skate, lucky him. Mitchell, it looks like he's gonna do a good job. He's all confident. He's happy. He's having a good time. Shoots the fucking puck into the wrong goal. Jack Black is the goalie, so Jack Black naturally freaks out in his Jack Blacky way.
Yeah.
Like I think he's playing like impressed but pissed off for real.
Well, because it was a good shot. It was a good shot. He just made it against his own team.
Yep. So they're playing to 3 and the Preps win. And then that pisses Jack off even more. Jack almost fucking murders this guy. He knocks his ass out.
Not Jack Black, by the way.
No, not Jack Black.
Jack
the character. Spears this guy like fucking Goldberg, man. But it's fine, because CET's not real. CTE is not real. Sorry. See, I can't even pronounce it right.
Isn't that chronic traumatic, what is that?
Chronic tickle eating.
Come on, seriously, what is it?
I don't know what it actually stands for.
It's a serious brain
it's a brain
injury.
thing, yeah. It's what Chris Benoit had.
Yeah, okay.
And what Stone Cold Steve Austin swears isn't real. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Bad take. Which, as far as I'm concerned, that ends the first act. I don't know if that's true or not, because I don't fucking know. Act 2. I had a funny title for this section with a joke about Jack Black, but when I went to write it down, I fucking forgot. That's the title of Act 2 for me. And this is where it gets shorter. After Mitchell whips it like a dipshit at the Preps versus public school hockey game, it's open season on him and Wiley, and that's pretty much the next section of the movie.
Yeah, there's definitely a full-on montage of him just getting all kinds of wild shit done to him by these douchebags.
And they're Midwest, so they're nice kids, so they don't actually hurt him.
Yeah, it's not violent. It's just really douchey.
The toilet paper one has to be the worst. Also, what the fuck is with that bathroom, dude?
Who puts their toilet paper up like that? Was strictly for the sake of having the gag of them pouring the water on all the.
It's on chains. It looks like a dungeon.
It looks like prison, is what it looks like.
The toilet paper one has to be the worst though, because walking around with an itchy ass all day, that's gotta be fucking horrible.
That's so fucking rude. Like, no, that's where you take your underwear, you use that to wipe. You wipe with your underwear, and then you free ball it for the rest of the day.
You just cut your losses and throw that shit away. Yeah.
No, you don't walk around with shit on your ass all day.
Aunt Edie McClurg, do you walk up to her and be like, Auntie, I need a new pair of jocks because I had to wet my booty with them? I think 90% of Wiley's dialogue has to be improvised. Even Shane McDermott would say that. He just like did stuff.
Probably, yeah.
So he's like, at least they didn't put fucking itching powder in your jock strap. I mean, my jock itch has jock itch. I hope the girls don't think I had a chubby all day. For Mitchell, at this point, after the bullying scene and shit, redemption comes in the form of the extreme, right?
Fuck yeah, of course it does.
His parents sent him rollerblades, and I'm like, this was an afterthought, wasn't it? Because it just happens in such a weird spot in the movie.
The timing is weird. Yeah,
that's the thing that's always
it feels unceremonious.
Yeah,
but I think that's a writing issue. I don't because they definitely had
because it becomes the whole crux of the entire fucking movie at this point,
and they so clearly have a deal with rollerblades worked into the contract of the script.
Oh yeah, no, the team rollerblade is in the fucking movie.
Yeah.
They do the stunts.
Yeah,
and Mitchell's stunt guy.
No, it's a very clear. This was like Mongoose and Rad, like they were working in tandem together. on this story.
Except Team Rollerblade isn't the evil ones.
Well,
They're just kinda
nobody
there.
was ever going to do that again after Rad. Come on, that was the only time that could ever have happened.
Rad still rules.
Oh, I agree. I could not agree more, in fact.
They're both playing on the same level story-wise.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because it's the same movie. This is just Rad with rollerblades.
Well, if nothing else, it's definitely got the "There's Room on Team Rad" ending.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. You're all right, LaRusso, all the things. So he bumps into Nikki while he's out skating, so we don't get the skating montage yet. But this is a cute little scene. Again, my fucking young romantic heart loved the shit out of this scene. They go into this like greenhouse thing, whatever you call it.
Yep, that completely checks out. This is one of those scenes that as a kid you watch this and you're like, that is fucking awesome.
Yes, I want to rollerblade into some hot chick's heart. While even this song's stupid as shit, but it fucking so works in this scene. It's like the perfect dumb song.
It's not a great song,
No,
but
it's
it's
not.
very on brand for the era.
Does it not like fit? Like
Yeah, it totally fits.
How the fuck does he get his rollerblades on so goddamn fast? Because he's walking around barefoot.
Yeah, he is.
He has to put his socks on and his rollerblades.
Yep.
They set up a date for Friday night, but oh no, me and Wiley are supposed to go out Friday night. She's like, oh, I could bring a friend. He's like, all right.
And that's where we get
Miss
fucking
Alana Ubach. Also,
Alana Ubach.
why is the building an upside down heart? That's a real building.
What?
The building that they're in is an upside down heart.
That's right. Yeah, it is. Well, it's kind of like a spade shape. Like I feel like that. Like in terms of like old architecture, that was like an attempt at
And Midwest too.
Yeah, like that was an attempt at being like stylistic, probably in like the 60s or 70s. It was like a big style thing.
The real skating montage is happening now.
Oh, this is the one where he starts picking up the trail of
Yeah.
other extreme sports kids.
Yeah, it's just like Rocky.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
They have a half pipe for some fucking reason. I mean, I guess there's nothing else to do in this small ass weird town. It's Cincinnati, I guess, but yeah, they have just this giant half pipe in this shitty little fucking dirt area where they'll end up playing ball hockey later too.
Yeah, it looks like it's under some railroad tracks or some shit.
So after the skating montage, it's really awesome. He just does all sorts of tricks. So he's a badass, right? So he gets home and he tells Wiley, he's like, "Hey man, I got a date on Friday night. I got you one too." And he's like, "Yeah," because Edie McClurg said he's never really had a girlfriend and all that shit. She better be the babe if you want me to say yes. I get dozens of offers for Friday night. Sure, Wiley.
I love that the very next sequence with him, he's in the shower.
Did you see that?
And he's got her name
Oh my God.
written in the soap on the wall.
And we get a try-on montage. And again, this is just Seth Green just doing stuff.
Yeah.
And making Shane McDermott laugh.
It's very silly. It's not as funny as he's making it out to be.
No.
But it is funny.
But you need a scene like this. It's Seth Green in the early 90s.
Yeah, he's kind of nailing it.
He's a dork and we're going on a date. We need,
Yeah.
and he doesn't know who he is yet.
Yes, he's figuring it out, and his cousin is not helping him at all.
But he does. He gives him a nice little speech about Popeye. Very intuitive for a 16-year-old.
And then later on, Seth Green fucks it up. He's like, "Man, Popeye. Now that was a guy."
Also, Wiley calls Popeye gay, which I thought was funny. It's like, well, why do you think he never cared about what olive oil really thought? He's like, because he was gay. Like, Jesus, shut up. Why is everything he says is funny? Like, not funny, not funny. And Mitchell is still fucking obsessed with Gandhi. They're out on a date, and Nikki's like, 3 people, living or dead. Who would you want to have dinner with? And he's like, some fucking surfer. Also, do you know who Kelly Slater is?
That name sounds familiar.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Am I the only person in the world who remembers Kelly Slater?
No, that name sounds familiar.
I bring it up to Rachel every once in a while. I'm like, Kelly Slater, you know. And she's like, who? And I'm like, the most famous surfer, like, ever? Like, the guy who the Tony Hawk of fucking surfing?
Oh, yeah. He's clearly come up before because we've talked about surfing before. We've talked about surf ninjas and, surf has come up.
It's just funny because I'm like, knowledge like that seems so ubiquitous to me.
To you, yeah.
I grew up in Montana. How the fuck do I know that stuff?
I don't know. Have you seen fucking what's the name of that movie? North Shore?
No, I sure haven't.
Starring the guy who looks like Scott Speedman but isn't Scott Speedman.
No, I
from
think
the 80s.
it's
and
because
Mia Peoples.
There was probably like a featurette on him on some like Saturday morning or some shit that I was watching.
Probably, yeah. Anyway, it's a surf movie, and it's all about this dude who's like from the Midwest, and he's only ever surfed in a wave pool, and he goes to Hawaii.
It's me.
But he wins some competition, and he gets to go to Hawaii to be in like the next level of the competition. And these Hawaiian surfers are like, basically it's one of those surfer has to find his spirit, the spirit of surfing.
Was it called North Shore?
It's called North Shore. It stars this dude from the 80s. He was in Weird Science. I'm pretty sure he played fucking Robert Downey Jr.'s best buddy in Weird Science. They were those side characters. It's all about him like finding the spirit of Hawaiian surfing, because he goes to Hawaii.
Early 90s sports movies is kind of like the kid
I think this is
ones.
late 80s.
It is late 80s.
It's like 88, 89.
The early 90s ones, like that is a sweet spot for me personally.
That checks out.
You wouldn't guess.
But you would absolutely like this movie because you like all those, sport movies, finding the, the inspiration and stuff.
I love emotionally manipulative, overwrought, dramatic sports movies.
And this is one of them.
They're my fucking favorite.
I saw it as a kid. I really enjoyed it at the time, and so I recommend it. It's another movie in that genre that I recommend. Underseen is Whitewater Summer, starring Sean Astin and Kevin Bacon.
I think that's already on my list. I have an IMDb list that's like 1,000 movies long.
And then honestly, like it's not just because of the Kevin Bacon connection. It's not like in that genre necessarily, but Quicksilver, starring Kevin Bacon.
Is that a rodeo one?
It's a bike messenger movie.
What the fuck?
He plays a bike messenger. It's the movie he did right after Footloose.
Also, he's like flying high on fucking Footloose fame, and they're like, let's put you in a
let's do
movie.
Footloose, but with bike messengers.
So she asks him about the 3 people that he wants to have dinner with, and he's like, the fucking surfer guy whose name I can't remember. It's not Kelly Slater, but I just had to ask you that,
Right.
and that spun off into a weird conversation about Lawrence Fishburne.
That's where it went. Okay. At least we know how we got there. That's the important thing.
And then he's like, Gandhi. I'm like, Gandhi didn't eat. He was always on a hunger strike. Third, I'd have to say you. And she's like, me? It's like, yeah, you're hot. I'm hot. We'd make beautiful babies.
That was smooth. That was smooth.
Would. Yeah.
Got to give it to him. He is
I
styling in that.
Even
scene.
I could have pulled that one off.
Yeah, but it was smooth. It was the type of smoothness that my autistic ass could never deliver.
While Mitchell is being all smooth and macking on Nikki and doing a good job, Wiley is trying to he's never been on a date, but he has no idea how to act around women. He's like trying to get Gloria to kiss him, and she's like coughing in his face and shit. And it's not going well.
He is the opposite of smooth.
Yes.
Which is something Seth Green does very well.
Oh, yeah. That's like...
Seth Green built his entire career on being the opposite of smooth.
Yeah, and then she's like, I'm hungry, whatever. So they go to this restaurant.
Have you seen My Stepmother is an Alien?
No. He's
in that with him and Allison Hannigan are both in that.
And
they're like 13.
Kids, yeah.
And he is the opposite of smooth in that, too. He's still Seth Green.
So we're at this restaurant, and, it's just your normal kind of Midwest diner for teens.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. It's the teen diner, for sure.
And things are going okay for Nikki and Mitchell, not so much Gloria and Wiley, but that's okay, because Wiley's just trying to talk, and he's being full of shit, and, like, Mitchell's kind of rolling his eyes, like, yeah, Wiley, we know you're fucking... Then in comes Blaine and his little buddy. Do you know who his little buddy is?
And to be clear, for the listener, if they're not tracking as well as I'm, the only reason I know who you're talking about is because
I haven't talked about Blaine yet. I haven't even mentioned him, have I?
Blaine is he's like the captain of the rival, the Preps.
The Preps, yes.
He's like the captain of the Preps, and he's a huge fucking tool.
Oh
and he was established immediately as being a huge fucking tool, like in that first game.
But he brings his little friend. Do you know who his little friend is, though?
Who's his little friend?
The one who keeps on going, ah, ha, 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 like doing the cackle. He's a Shane McDermott skate double. That guy was the best rollerblader in the world at the time.
Oh, so he's a team. He's a
legit,
team rollerblade guy,
and actually doing a pretty good job of like playing that smarmy little goofy bastard too. I did say that these guys are barely characters, but they're like just there to be kind of assholes and to kind of make us examine like.
They're there to be bigger assholes than the character Jack.
Yeah, well, they're there,
and
right now they're there to like point out that Mitchell really doesn't want to fight for stuff like that. That's his big character thing.
Yeah,
he doesn't think there's anything worth fighting for. And I'm like, calm down. I know you're 16. You want to fight for everything, but like he already had his thing. He already fought for the wave, and it didn't end well for him. So he like kind of went full in the other direction.
Yep.
And now he's just a giant pussy.
He's not a pussy because he's not afraid. I feel like that's what's cool about him, and that's the reason he's an attractive character is because he's at peace with the chaos, like with the things being out of his control. He's embraced that like the wave, you know.
Yeah, you're right. You know, shit gets out of hand. Blaine grabs Gloria, starts dancing with her, and she's like, let me go, please. And Wiley's like, yeah. And he jumps in there, and he's like, get off her, bitch, and all that shit. And Mitchell's just like, yeah, let's talk about this over let's some other time. Let's just chit-chat about this, but right now, get the fuck out of here, please. And then Jack shows up. And then Jack's like, Nikki, you're my sister, and we're going home. Mitchell's like, oh, God, it's your fucking sister. Oh, fuck. And how about we talk about this over a basket of fries or something? And then Jack says, I'm going to shove that basket of fries up your ass one fry at a time. And then I'm going to make you eat them. Eat the fries.
With your poop on them. Get it? There's going to be poop on the fries, and then you're going to eat the poop.
And of course, Jack wants to fight, but Mitchell's like, no, thank you. No, none of you are worth it. I'm going to be out of here in a few months. I could give 2 left testicles about you, your school, your hockey game.
That's a very specific line, and I love it. 2 left testicles.
I'm like, what does that even mean?
It means you get someone else's left testicle and your left testicle.
That pisses Nikki off, though, because she's like, oh, nothing's worth fighting for, huh? I guess I'm going to go home with my brother.
I'm not
right
worth
now.
fighting for. This is the bane of my fucking existence, okay? And I understand why people do it. I've done it myself from time to time. When somebody
Hey, this is Andrew from the Editing Bay. The sound you're about to hear is going to become a regular thing on the show, because sometimes the Rev and I say things that make us sound like idiots, and it's really hard to cut around that stuff sometimes, so instead of having just an awkward transition because I'm a shitty editor, I'm going to insert this sound. So just know that every time you hear this next clip, that means that one of us said something really dumb that I had to cut out.
Want to hear the most annoying sound in the world? Guys!
Fellas, you think we could listen to the radio or something?
You know what would help you better than this podcast?
dating a man?
Therapy. No, men are garbage. We have established this many times over the years.
I know the idea that any kind of relationship is gonna be the silver bullet that helps fix me is a terrible
Particularly with a dude. Dating men is not good for anyone's mental health, I don't think.
I don't know. I would like to date a dude. You know, I'd like to meet a guy who I wanted to date.
Good luck.
That's the problem, is I've never met a guy who I wanted to date.
Not even Wiley. Would you like Wiley after he stood up for you like this?
I would like Wiley for his dorkiness. Like,
Hey,
and honestly, Seth Green, like if I had met Seth Green at that time, he absolutely would have done it for me.
I do like that he proves to be like he's kind of a dweeb and a dipshit, but he's an honorable dweeb dipshit.
Yeah.
By, standing up.
He's a good guy.
And Blaine could fucking wreck him in 100 different ways, but
yeah.
he gets up there and says, like, it's, let's.
And that's
please
why
stop.
he wins her over.
Yep. And
the next thing we know, and the next time they meet, she's shoving her tongue down his throat, and
yeah, all he wants to do is talk about Popeye. He's like, bitch, calm down.
The fact that he called her bitch was a questionable choice, but
and she's like, let's go home and watch some porno.
She's like, come on, baby dick.
Can you imagine the kind of weird porn that those two parents, Wiley's parents, have stashed away somewhere? There is a part earlier where she's like, "Ooh, I'm feeling frisky," and he's like, "Oh, let's get the Twister game out."
Let's get the Twister game out. Yep. No, they got a freaky side for sure. I love that line was included in this movie.
They're so cool. They make me happy. So as far as I'm concerned, that is the second act break.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I could accept that. Well, no, I feel. Yeah. No.
So act 3.
No. You know what? That's not the second act break. That's the midpoint.
Lick me. I call it the second act break.
No, the second act.
Where
break,
do you think it is?
The second act break is when he agrees to join them, like when he pantses the dude at the game and the guys come around to him. That's the second act.
But then that's just like one more scene though.
But it's a long scene. It's like,
it is the skate scene.
It's the climax of the movie, and that's the third act, is the resolution.
You're probably right, because I don't actually know how act breaks work, but I'm calling this act 3 because fuck you.
No, we're in the second half of act 2.
Act 3. Why is the shark named Peppy?
Because in dreams things happen that make
that wasn't
no
actually a
fucking
question.
sense.
That was the title of the act.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were asking a question. I apologize for misunderstanding.
And my description of it is Mitchell learns to give a shit about things because of a Spanish-speaking shark. I'll call this act 2.5. Mitchell tries to talk to Nikki, but that doesn't work because she's a woman and just won't fucking listen to reason. Am I right?
Nope, I've walked that line of misogyny already enough in this
going,
episode.
I was just going back to what you said earlier about women and their problems or whatever. I'm trying to relate to you, you know? And then Mitchell has a nice little Dawson's Creek reflective moment next to a body of water because that's where your best thinking happens, even if it's in the toilet, because that's a body of water.
That's true. That's probably why I do a lot of my best thinking on the toilet, actually, because there's a body of water nearby.
Now the shark dream. So Mitchell, Mitchell, this crazy kid. He has a dream about a shark named Peppy. He is surfing on a wave, and the shark comes at him, and it says, if I can pronounce it right, I don't know, lesmir, which means the wave is mine. I don't know if it actually means that because this movie,
but that's what he says.
This is a bunch of white people in this movie,
except for Michael Pena.
Except for Michael Pena's clone. Which one's older? Shit.
Except for great value Michael Pena.
He's like, Nikki's obviously the wave. Jack is obviously the shark. He wants to fucking take the wave from me because it's his sister and it's whatever. And, you know, but I learned you don't have to fight the shark to fight for the wave. I'm like, that's fair? That's like better than the Gandhi bullshit?
Want to hear the most annoying sound in the world? Guys!
Fellas, you think we could listen to the radio or something?
Mitchell puts his blades back on and literally just inserts himself into a hockey game that's being played. He literally just shows up and says, hey, you got room for one more? And he's trying to talk to Nikki, and she's like, fuck off, dick. But it's another prep versus public school game. And they're like, you know, the public school kids are like, let's fucking let him play. Watch him get his ass kicked. It'll be great. So I'm just thinking, like, you guys are going to fucking, like, potentially sacrifice your victory just to watch this kid get knocked down. Like, that sounds really fucking stupid.
And they all basically pull ranks and just let him go out on the field alone.
Yeah, they're just all hanging out by Jack Black at by the net. They're just like chilling out. But Mitchell does it all by himself, and like the preps fucking knock him out a bunch, and then finally he manages to get a good goal, like a good, clean, awesome goal, and then the dudes on, you know, they were once bullies are now like, fuck, this kid's all right. Right on. He even shot it in the right goal this time. And the prep school guy fucking goes after him, knocks him out again, because CTE is not real. It's fine.
Thanks, Steve Austin.
And like for a split second, you can see Mitchell get up and go like, oh, I'm gonna fucking, oh, never mind. He walks up to Wiley, and Wiley's like, dude, are you gonna fucking do anything? You're a pacifist. You're a pussy. What the fuck? And then Mitchell's just kind of like smirking to himself, and Wiley's like, what the fuck's wrong with you, dude? What are you doing? And then he skates over to Blaine as they're about to face off, and he pulls his pants down, revealing just a jockstrap. No underwear, it's just his butt
No, that
cheeks.
was a full-on ass shot is what that was. That was, if it were 4K, we'd have seen butthole.
And they call him Chocolate Stained Blaine after that. And that apparently wins Nikki back. She thought it was the funniest fucking thing, but, you know, Mitchell skates up to her and says, you're right, there are some things worth fighting for. And she's like, get the fuck out of here, because everybody's chasing him now. So now, I guess, is the act break where they all come to his house.
Yeah, it's when they all show up at his house and they ask him to be in the thing. I would say that's the act. That's the act break.
I would say go fuck yourself, but you're probably right.
This script has structural issues, okay? Yeah. Like, it's not clean.
Edie McClurg and her husband, they're all sitting there, and she's like, and these kids are like, no expression. They're just like, they have the eye of the tiger, right? They're ready to fight.
They're so aggressive.
And she looks at him and goes, would you guys like some grape Kool-Aid? So Midwest, and they're like, no thank you, ma'am. They're all nice. They're okay kids, I assume.
They haven't committed any crimes that were.
No, they're little shitheads. That's all.
Yeah, they're little turds. That's all.
But they've
come around. Spoiler.
Coming around like in a circle.
Ew. I mean, probably, but that's not what I was saying.
They've come to Mitchell to ask him to join their team because they've challenged the preps, or the preps challenged them, whatever, to a skate race down Devil's Backbone. And because every town has like a fucking hill that's like really scary, right?
Yeah.
And apparently Devil's Backbone is this town's hill. Yeah,
They usually called it Dead Man's Curve
Yeah.
in the older movies.
When
But
you
this
see-
is the 90s.
when you see the race, it's like, holy fuck. Like, how did nobody die when they were shooting this?
Someone absolutely would have died in the real version of this race. At least a couple of someone's.
This race is fucking cool, though. It is shot so awesome.
It is. This is really well done.
And Shane McDermott can actually skate a little bit, so like there's a lot of shots of him actually doing the stuff. He begged the director. He's like, I can do this. Let me do this stuff. He didn't like do a bunch of the jumps and stuff, obviously,
Yeah.
but
No, this is a really well done sequence. This is, much like the final bike race in Rad, like it's really well put together.
the race in Rad, that's fun. We're having a good
Oh no,
time.
this is nail biting.
This is like, even the music is like dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
It's like, oh shit, we're not having a good time. We're supposed to be sort of scared for these kids.
Yes. And I was. They absolutely succeeded. I was on the edge of my seat the whole time, even knowing how it ends.
Yeah.
Like I was on the edge of my seat the whole
Well,
time.
you're just and knowing it's 1993. There's no CGI here. They're not fucking around.
Yeah,
These stunts are real.
these stunts were done by real young men in granted semi-controlled circumstances, but still, this is real stunt work.
So the rules are that there are no rules.
There are no rules.
The first team with 3 members across the finish line wins. Naturally, the preps are up by 1 already because Snake finishes, and that's one for the good guys, and then 2 of the preps make it across. Blaine's just being a fucking dick the whole time.
Wow, you just jumped straight to the end. No build up. We are not recounting this race at all.
Well, there's a bunch of people
This
going down.
This is a 15-minute race.
There's a bunch of people going down a hill. A bunch of them crash. Jack Black hits his balls on a tree.
There are so many close I understand. You can't really do a
There are so
play-by-play
many
of this.
probably dead children, especially Blaine, actually.
Oh, in the real world version of this, like half these kids are dead.
Well, yeah, and again,
The fact that no one got hit by a car, they're
Yeah.
skating into oncoming traffic around S curves down a hill at breakneck speeds.
before we get to the end, though, Wiley is there. He shows up right at the beginning of the race, and he's like, whatever the fuck dumb thing he says. But then Mitchell's like, dude, you should leave. And he's
Yeah.
like, no, we're going to do this. And he's like, yeah, all right. And then it ends up being him basically racing against the guy who is Mitchell's stunt double, who is the best skater in the fucking movie.
It is funny that Snake wins the whole thing. Like he
Yeah.
is the number 1 guy across when there's been no build up to that at all.
He was no bullshit. He's like not working with anybody else. He's just like, I'm ahead. We're going.
Yeah.
You see the brakes when they're
Oh
going
yeah,
down the
just
hill.
smoking.
Oh man, I've definitely skated down hills way faster than I should. Never that fast, never that steep. Holy shit. Because I skated all over my neighborhood when I was a kid. Partially because of movies like this. But the music does make a nice little shift. Mitchell kind of loses his way because they're going down the hill, but then all of a sudden there's this breezeway, which he finds. I'm like, they go through this breezeway thing. I'm like, how does anybody know to turn there? What the fuck? I'm so confused.
It's a very non-intuitive path they take.
Mitchell has 2 really epic moments in this. They like give him a speed boost, and then there happens to be a car coming from this hill, and he jumps right over the car. And like, that's awesome. And then the biggest moment comes when he loses everybody, but then he's like, oh shit, there they are. There's Jack and Blaine down there, and he has to like jump on top of this car and then down the ramp of a semi truck, like a what do you call it, like a trailer?
Yeah, so
truck?
it's like a trailer, but the bed of the truck is on like a 45-degree angle, like it's just dumped something, but there's no pile of anything for it to have dumped. So he just skates down the bed of this trailer truck.
This is where the music shifts, and now we're having fun. But then he gets down there, and he catches up to Jack and Blaine, but he jumps. It's a pretty epic fucking jump.
And then he hurls Blaine over the edge.
Oh my god!
Oh
So
no, Blaine hurls himself.
Yeah,
that's
Blaine's
right.
trying to like fucking beat the shit out of this guy and like push him over the edge, but then he comes at him, and then Mitchell ducks, and then he smashes his hip on the barricade and flies into the water. And I'm like, that kid's fuking dead. There's no way
he 100% drowned in that water.
His hip is broken. He has skates on. There's no fucking way that he's making it out of there. A little ways back, Jack had fallen, and so Mitchell's like, "I'm gonna go to the finish line, or am I gonna get Jack?" I'm like, "You have to get Jack, you fucking idiot."
Yeah,
Like,
and this is our there's room on Team Rad moment.
so he goes and helps Jack up, and he's like, "We got a race to win," and then they go and win the race together, and everybody's happy. Wiley and the dumb guy, they show up in the back of a truck because they've been crashing the whole time.
Yeah, they crashed on someone's porch or something like that, and they must have given him a ride, or maybe no, that was someone else.
Yeah, that was someone else.
Someone
It was these old guys are sitting there like with a spittoon at their feet.
Yeah, that's right.
And I'm like, that's one of the only moments in this movie where I'm like, did they think they were making a comedy for like 5 seconds? Like just a straight comedy? Because that's like a straight comedy beat.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because they like he goes in, ding, and then they lift up their feet as he rolls in there.
That one sequence was from a completely different movie.
Yeah, that was weird. But Gloria's there waiting for Wiley, and this dork, like, he's the luckiest fucker in the world right now.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, because he didn't die, and he gets Alana Ubach. And then Mitchell and Jack, like, shake hands, and they're all cool, and then Jack actually gives him a nod, because he's like, it's okay, you can go fuck my sister now.
That's exactly what he says.
Yeah.
And then he goes and proceeds to fuck her, and then roll credits.
And then he brings him in real close. He's like, when you do it, make sure she calls you Jack.
And then he goes, that's my boy.
Yeah. It cuts to them actually fucking, and Jack is just kind of there, and he claps. He gives him a slow clap. Everybody's happy, and the good guys win.
And the end. No coda.
No PS.
No afterward. We just go from them kissing to straight to the credits.
As it should be. Don't fuck around. You don't need that here, especially.
And they did not fuck around. They went straight to it.
It is not that kind of movie. The end, I guess. And we finally did Airborne. I'm so excited. Do you have any final thoughts that are wrong? Because you're going to be like, this is not good. It's fun.
It's a very fun movie. I wasn't going to say it's not good. It's not, but I wasn't going to say that. It's not good from a structural standpoint. Like I said, like the script has some issues just in terms of... Guys! The point is, it doesn't really detract from the fun of the movie because it's a very fun movie. It just is. So, like if you're looking for an example on how to write this type of a screenplay, this is not a good example. Go to a movie like The Mighty Ducks or... I would say go to a movie like The Mighty Ducks. That's probably like the best example of this type of a movie. But this is a very fun movie. And if you're just looking to have some fun watching a movie about rollerblading, you're going to have fun watching this movie about rollerblading.
It's a fucking masterpiece. And you are incorrect.
This is 10 out of 10 in Andrew's book. IMDb is wrong. This is...
Well, if Passengers gets a 7 out of 10, IMDb is fucking wrong.
Okay, I have to agree with you on that. Yes.
This does have a 6.3 out of 10, though.
Yeah, that's about where I'd say this. Well, I'd maybe put it a little bit lower, maybe like a 5.9. But that's just me. I'm a little hypercritical, and I know that.
Yeah, pedantic is the word.
Okay, fair. I'm not going to argue with that. And you know what? Like I said, fun movie. Can't argue with it being a fun movie. It absolutely is.
I will watch this movie 100 more times before I die, probably.
Yeah, I believe that.
These movies make me feel good. Back when life still made sense and the world was still ahead of me,
Life didn't make sense. You just thought it made sense.
Yeah, it made sense to me in the moments where I'm sitting there on my couch watching TV.
Because you hadn't questioned anything yet.
Nope, just like, why don't chicks like me?
Yeah, that was your big question.
If I skated as good as him and I had his hair, I could get chicks.
Were you really at the get chicks point? You were,
Dude,
7, 8?
I loved girls like always.
Oh, okay.
You know the guy 500 Days of Summer thing?
Yeah.
The pop, it's the movies and the pop songs, man. Yeah, I was always that guy.
Okay, fair enough. No, I'm right there with you. I always like had a romantic streak, and and like, but I never really thought of it as like getting chicks. I was like, for me, it was always falling in love. It was always
I wanted to fall in love, but
romantic thing.
But I'm almost 40 now, so it's getting chicks.
I realized when I watched Wuthering Heights that I've fantasized about stuff like that since I was in grade school. Like from 6 or 7 years old, I was fantasizing about stuff like these romantic tragedies and shit. So yeah, I think I'm maybe just like I'm one of those sensitive boys who should have gotten a wishing well.
I didn't love the tragedy part, but the good guy always gets the girl.
I loved the tragedy part.
Even in D3, The Mighty Ducks, he gets the girl. And all those movies like 10 Things I Hate About You, and She's All That, and all that shit. I watched all those.
And I watched Romeo and Juliet.
Romeo and Juliet can get fucked. I hate that story so much.
You're not wrong.
Especially because everybody's like, we're like Romeo and Juliet. I'm like, okay, go kill yourself.
It's not a love story. I'm the first to agree with you on that. I just love the doomed romances. I love tragedy. I've got a soft spot for tragedy.
And I realize that's a little harsh.
Or maybe I've got a hard spot for tragedy, one or the other.
People fucking bug me when they don't understand shit. It's annoying.
That's fair. I agree. It's extremely irritating. That's why I hate Shakespeare in Love. I've said that before, but that is the reason I hate Shakespeare in Love.
I hate Shakespeare and love also.
You know what? Yeah, that's you.
I love love. Or do I? I don't know.
No, you're
Anyways,
just a slut.
Do you have anything to plug?
Just, follow me on Instagram at Samuel Mance. I'll list my any performances I've got coming up there. That's it.
Follow us on everything at the Shark Pod. Maybe one day, I always promise, I'll fucking post something, and I doubt it. But I always think about it, and I'm like, dude, I should post a thing. This person just died. I should post a tribute. This movie just came out. I just saw this movie. I just got this movie. I should post a picture of it. Anyways, the Shark Pod, all the things. You can give us money at patreon.com/sharkscrosshollywood, which I'm gonna end up just shutting down and just throwing those episodes out on fucking the main feed because I wanna. It would be fun to have an episode every week for a minute. And nobody's giving us money anyway, so fuck you. Anyways, yeah, usually you have to pay for that kind of abuse.
That's true. That's true. We do charge for that kind of treatment.
Presumably, the next time you hear from us, we'll have a guest on the show because we're gonna. It'll be fun. I don't know if that's gonna be the next episode, but it'll
depend on the editing process and whatnot.
We're going to have a guest. We're going to start having guests. It's going to happen because I need to piggyback off of other people's success. But we'll be back eventually in a week, in 2 weeks. 3 maybe? I don't fucking know. Who the fuck knows? Who knows anything? We might not be back at all because we might all be dead. But anyways, we'll hopefully be back and we'll have some fun.
I'm hoping for fun, for sure.
Fun is good. But until then, stay jawsome.